I'll be making 2 different foods from video game franchises of each of the big 3 gaming companies in Cooking Simulator, and a little surprise from Steam. Now let's cook, shall we? And don't forget to subscribe so we can hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Alright everybody, we are into Cooking Simulator. So, our first recipe and our first dish of the video is going to be fish and meat from Legend of Zelda, but the meat can be anything, so let's do fish and steak. Now, as for fish, I think I'm gonna go for some cod, because, you know, I actually don't mind cod, and I'm pretty sure that's all they have, because salmon isn't really available, I think. We're gonna go ahead and grab our nice pan here. We're gonna pop it down on here. While we do that, we're gonna put it on the pan, and we're going to sear it. Have any spices or anything, so this will be our first simple recipe. Yeah, okay. This should be our first simple recipe because of the because cod is actually kind of easy ish. Rotate fish. Okay, so we're gonna give that some time, and while we wait in the meantime for that to cook, we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves a steak. How's this doing? Check underneath. It looks good. As you guys probably know, because I've mentioned it a few times, I am in the culinary program of my school, so that means that I do have to cook sometimes. I am in my chef's outfit, even though I'm nowhere near that level. Okay, so while that's cooking, let's get some. I'd like to get some seasoning for the steak, even though, you know, it's not like in Legend of Zelda there's any seasoning. You're not burning, are you? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're at least going to salt, grill, yes, here. We're going to grill the steak. Because even though it's supposed to be a steak, it's... I don't know. Catch you when it's done grilling. Alright, we have gotten done finishing grilling the steak. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. We're going to position it here. And we are going to add, I'm going to say a little bit of cilantro. Just as a nice little garnish. And that is our first meal from Nintendo, from Legend of Zelda. Fish and steak. Okay, next up. Crab sandwich sliders. Unfortunately, we don't have any crab because I have no idea why. So, in order to make up for the lack of crab, we are going to have to use something similar to crab, but a bit more expensive, shall we say. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this around to make this the perfect sandwich size. We're going to cut off the tail of the lobster. I don't even know what seasonings. Because this is from Splatoon 3, so I don't even They would probably like put seaweed. Seaweed, I would assume. But I don't think we have access to seaweed. I don't think there's like any sauce. I can probably look for like mayo or something like that. Just need to check on how the lobster's doing. Alrighty, so we have our lobster. Our lobster tail. I know, it's a lobster tail. However, I have plans. So, in order to make a slider, I say that you would need... well, slider bread, but you can't really get slider bread in this game. But you also need kind of a patty. So, what are we going to do about this? We're going to chop the lobster into smaller pieces so we can make it into patties. Essentially. How many lobsters are we about to sacrifice? Hopefully not too many. Yeah, top burger bun is over here. Where the... what the... huh? Okay. And we are going to go ahead and put that on top. There we go. And here we are. Our lobster, or I mean our crab sandwich slider from Splatoon 3. Alright. Up next, it's PlayStation. So, what are we going to start with? You may be asking. We are going to do Taishu Soba from Ghost of Tsushima. Tsushima? Yeah. So, we're gonna need noodles. So, we're gonna go grab ourselves a pot. This'll do. And we're going to fill this up with water. I think here should be fine. We're going to put it on the stove. Put you... do we have a dishwasher? No. I just have to wash everything by hand. So, yep, this is our drying area, as you can obviously tell. We're going to put our pan here, and we are going to go grab ourselves some pasta. So we got fusilli, penne, and potato dumplings. Obviously, none of that should be used to make any sort of soba or anything like that. I'm hoping that they have something close to that, please. I don't want to have to... well, I am about to commit one of the biggest atrocities known to the culinary world. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. If anybody from the island of Tsushima watches this, or anybody from Japan or Asia, forgive me. Okay, so the process. The process involves making a batter or dough from sweet potatoes and forming it into noodles using it. Nope. So we can't do that because, unfortunately for us, this game loves to not have like the availability to do certain things. It allows us to do a lot of things, but it does not allow us to do a lot of other things. Do we have any sweet potatoes though? Sweet potatoes are actually made from sweet potato rather than typical buckwheat. Yeah, so unfortunately we can't do that. And seasonal fish. So let me look up what is the seasonal fish of this year. So what I am getting at from this is that we have nothing in this game that actually matches this. So what we're going to do is unfortunately, like I said, this is going to have to be taking a lot of liberties. Why did I grab cod? We're going to grab salmon here. Actually, I feel like trout would be better. Yeah, it's all trout. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately we can't get anything else, so we are going to go ahead and grab that. We are going to... I know, a lot of cross-contamination. I would be definitely flagged down for the health inspectors by now. We're going to go ahead and cut the tail, cut the head, and put these to the side here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do trout, which is not very, well... Yeah. Okay, don't want to add any of, like, the base ones, so I'm thinking about maybe doing a little bit of white. No, I think red wine. Oh. Red wine. I don't know how this would cook, though. I know, this is essentially committing a war crime on the taste buds of humanity. But, like, just bear with me. Balsamic, sunflower, sesame oil. Okay, we can deal with that later. But for now, we're going to put our... We're gonna put our penne pasta. Gonna salt the water. And we're going to make some pasta. Oh, I am gonna get flamed. Oh no. This is not how I thought that this would go at all. Okay, so from Ghost of Tsushima, Tsushima. Daikon radish, grated though. Finely chopped green onions and shredded nori. Let me just check everything here. Okay, we don't want the pasta to burn, so we're just going to leave that in there for now. To deal with that. Okay, combine. Okay. Finely chopped green onions, sure. Daikon radishes. Apple. So we have horseradish. Damn it! I thought I saw radishes. Onions, garlic, beetroot, mushrooms, red potato, lemon. Damn it! Parsnip. Jesus freaking parsnip. This is a war crime. This is a crime. This is a war crime. This is a war crime. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next stage. We're going to grab our coriander. Wow, that's not... Okay. We're going to grab our coriander here, and we are going to... How are we gonna do this? Have another shoot. Okay. Okay. We got it. We got it. Trust. We actually have to pour out the fish too. So it's a weird ass process. No. We're going to drop everything inside. We're going to get rid of the trout because we have to boil the noodles in a fish broth. And then we it vertically and we cool it inside cold water. Yep. That's how we do it. Now, if I actually had the stuff to make this, I probably would make this because everything that it looks appetizing. But at the same time, oh shit, okay, that's gonna be a mess to clean up. We're gonna grab ourselves a bowl here. We're going to... Are you kidding me? It doesn't give me... What? Why is it placing it? No! To put the pasta piece by piece. This will give me a minute. Ta-da! Yeah, I know. I'm a shame on the culinary community. Ta-da! Taishu Soba from Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, I am so ever-lovingly fucked with the next one. Beef stew from God of War. Oh no. Alright, here we go anyways. Might as well try. At least the next ones will be easier, I hope. God, I hope. Okay, the next up is a Korean-inspired galbijim / the beef stew from God of War, because that's essentially what that is, apparently. Instructions. Combined the tamari, soy sauce, mirin, and grated Asian pear, garlic, and grated onion, and black pepper. Okay, well let me grab a new container, because I don't think I can do that. Not in this game. They might have it in Cooking Sim too, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so we have our container here. We need... combine the tamari. We don't have tamari. So, what I'm going to probably end up doing, I know this is obviously, this entire thing has been a fucking war crime of a goddamn video. We're going to grab the cayenne pepper. We're going to grab cinnamon. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This sucks ass. Okay, yeah, this has nothing in it. We're just gonna put that there so we can put all our things. And we need mirin, which can't get. Grated pear. This is going to be a war crime. This is going to be a war crime. Grated onion. Okay, see, we have onions. See, we have onions. We have garlic too. And black pepper. Allspice, black pepper. Here we go. I hate the mechanics of this entire goddamn game. Okay, we've coated that bowl and stuff, and you're probably wondering what the hell are we also going to put inside. We're going to put more garlic. We're going to roll it around there so that it can hopefully accept its sacrifice. But it's how we roll. Okay, so now that we got that, we are going to grab everything. Combine the tamari, soy sauce, mirin, grated Asian pepper, garlic, grated onion, and black pepper. Oh, okay. This. Thankfully, the bottles are indestructible. We're going to grab the soy sauce. We're going to grab everything inside here. I forgot the fuck. Oh my god. We're going to braise the beef. Oh no. Boy. We don't have the bottom half of a oven, but what we do have is we do have a bake tray. We're going to put that there, and we're going to put that on the bottom. Shit. Okay. That's a problem. Because now, what we need to do is we need to find something heat resistant enough. I could just, like, slog it all on there. And pray for the best. Tally-o, lads. Yeah, we're just gonna slog it on there. Okay, while that's going, add ginger pieces. Brother. Okay. Daikon radish, mushrooms, and other starch. Okay, while the beef is braising, prep the carrots, daikon radish, which we'll just unfortunately have to use horseradish. Actually, we can use the stuff that we forgot to put in earlier. Wow, big brain. Right, carrots. Carrots. Okay, here we go. Let's grab a carrot. Another carrot. Oh, mushrooms. We have button mushrooms. How is our... Oh shit, it's not even halfway. Oh boy, okay. Mushrooms and any other heavy starchy vegetable. What would a starchy vegetable even be considered? I mean, like a potato, obviously, but I don't... Oh wow, that worked like really spectacularly. Okay, well we have that, Add vegetables with pot and shimmy. Okay. Well, we need this thing to braise first. Braising for an hour. Yeah, we're not doing that. I unironically think this one might be one of the simplest and yet one of the most brutal frickin' foods. Just because of like the prep time. Or the prepping and everything. It's all prep, like this. Because we have our failure. Sashima soba. We have our lobster crab sandwich slider. We have our fish and meat and steak. I should say meat because that's what it's actually called. And then beef stew from God of War, which is not really a beef stew as so much as it is galbijim. Oh god, okay. Turn off the oven, grab the bake tray. Lovely, wonderful. We're actually gonna grab this and we're just gonna... Oh, we need more water. We're going to put that here and we're going to grab everything. And we're going to put it inside. Okay. Let's put the carrot in there. We're going to also grab everything, and we're going to put it inside here. And we're going to set it to do whatever. Okay, so once we actually have everything done there, we can actually take it out and start munching. I don't think we can... Casserole. We don't have, like, a lot of deep bowls, per se, but we do have, this coriander. So what I'm going to do, or having to end up do, is just, like... Should be good. And with this... Okay, now that we have our meat... Ta-da! Our galbi jim. From God of War. Or beef stew. Yay! We got Sony done! We got PlayStation done. Now it's time for good ol' Xbox. This should be the easiest one. That's if I don't do everything wrong. What we are going to do is we are going to grab a chicken breast. We are going to grab a bake tray. We are going to put said chicken breast in the oven. And we are going to bake a chicken breast. So, what are we going to do in the meantime? You probably are wondering. We are making Moa burgers from Halo Reach. Yeah. Now, you're probably wondering if you've heard of Halo Reach and you've heard of Moa. Isn't that thing kind of like a weird chicken bird thingy? Yes. That is the reason why this thing is a chicken sandwich. It's called a Moa burger, but it's chicken sandwich. Like, let's put a dash of mustard, a dash of ketchup. Ooh, look at that. Got some pink still. Let's just go ahead and turn it off so it can heat up residually. Dash of that, dash of that. I don't want to say, like, any oil on it, per se. Oh, tomato! How could I forget about tomato? Not like that. So we're going to take our top piece here, because there's no good way to make tomatoes in this game. We're going to put that, we're going to put that on, and we're going to... The verticality of it all. Okay, and let's grab ourselves a basic plate here. We're going to... Plop. Blam. That has our sauces on it, so don't worry. Drop that on there. Let's grab our oven roasted chicken. What the hell? What in the covenant BS is this? We're going to move it. We're going to drop. We're going to grab our burger bun. Hey! We got a Moa burger. Okay, we got ourselves a Moa burger. Now it's time for our final dish. Thorn Beast. From Halo 2. Thorn Beast is I want to say, creature from the Halo series that the other Covenant races like to eat. But from a lot what I've heard and from what I've seen, it's a lot like chicken. So instead of just, you know, doing the normal thing and just making oven roasted chicken breast, no. What we're going to do is we're going to go overboard. We're going to grab several chicken breasts. We're going to blop that down there, and we're going to flavor it. Now, it doesn't give really a lot of insights on what they actually like to put on these things, solely due to the fact that it's not real. So we're just gonna go ahead and go with the basic salt, pepper. I imagine that it's quite exotic, so it might have like another flavor. I'm gonna put some herbs of Provence. And we are going to go ahead and slog these into our oven. Our second oven. And this should be one of our final dishes. Or should be our final dish. Now that's some damn good looking chicken. So, where is our final plate? And one more sec, because we need a garnish. I'd say let's do cilantro. Looks best. And with this, we now have... Let's start from the beginning. Meat and fish. Crab sandwich slider from Splatoon 3. Oh, Legend of Zelda. Taishu soba from Ghost of Tsushima. Moa burger from Halo Reach. Thorn Beast from Halo 2 or any Halo game. And finally, Galbijihim from beef stew from God of War. We've made all these lovely, lovely dishes, and now I think it's time for you, my lovely, lovely viewers, to subscribe so we can hit 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal. Cheers. See you in the next one. Ciao.